The family of Judge Sotomayor is speaking out about the woman who could be America's next Supreme Court justice. With her confirmation hearings now set to begin next month, GMA senior national correspondent Claire Shipman spoke to Sotomayor's younger brother about his sister's journey from the South Bronx to possibly the nation's highest court. Good morning, Claire.
Good morning, Robin. Juan Sotomayor is Sonia's only sibling. We sat down with them at the Parkchester, New York Public Library, where their mother used to send them as kids to get their books, including those infamous Nancy Drew books. The two are extremely close, and when we asked Juan what he thought about some conservative critics suggesting his sister is a racist, I thought he might jump out of his seat.
If I could create a Webster dictionary for the most insulting, derogatory, off-base comments that I've ever heard about a person, this is not the person that they're describing.
It clearly makes you angry.
Angry is just beginning of the emotion that I could describe. It's insulting.
The wise Latina comments. What do you think she meant by that?
I'm not going to pretend I know what she was talking about, and I'm sure it was done in a context that was meant totally different than it was taken out of, and it's not my place to say that. I was 1964, 7 years old.
It's an emotional reunion for Juan Sotomayor with the Bronx neighborhood where he grew up. He hasn't been back for years.
And that's my apartment right there on the second floor.
On the second floor with the one with the air conditioner?
Right, the air conditioner was our room.
Like his sister, he moved up and out. He's a doctor now in Syracuse. But he knows he and his sister learned many permanent lessons on these rough streets.
Got mugged multiple times, had my bike stolen.
What do you think that was like for your sister? I know she was older, so in some sense she was probably protecting you.
My sister was tough as nails, and she first learned her negotiating powers early, and she figured if she couldn't negotiate, she'd go on to step two. So she didn't have a problem if she had to.
What was step two?
Protecting me.
The two siblings who lost their father early are extraordinarily close, and the displays of affection and pride at their old high school finally unearthed some unexpected emotion. So what do you think about the display?
I'm just so proud of her.
Are you?
It's just overwhelming. I mean, you just don't understand how a brother could feel. It's you know, you live with someone your whole life, and you know, it's just great.
Juan confirms that it was Mrs. Sotomayor who encouraged them both to excel and dream, filling the house with barely affordable encyclopedias and, yes, Nancy Drew. But young Sonia had a less than serious side.
She loved comic books, and she loved reading Archie and Casper and Richie Rich.
And something else. I read somewhere she said she likes to party.
She likes to party, and she loves, she took dancing. She had her 50th birthday party, and she learned how to salsa.
But her most defining characteristic, her ability to stay grounded, even about a nomination to the Supreme Court.
So we didn't talk about it very much. I think the only thing she said to me is, hey, they paid for my flight to Washington. She's on a budget. She's not, you know, we're not lifestyles of the rich and famous, certainly.
Clearly hasn't changed much. And what I love is that image of Sonia Sotomayor defending her little brother on the streets. We're obviously going to learn a lot more about Sonia Sotomayor next month when the hearings begin.
And how proud he is of her, and how he had to walk away when he was so emotional.
He didn't want to talk about those tears. I kept saying, tears are okay now. They're okay. But yeah.
Thanks for bringing that to us, Claire.
Sure.
Appreciate that.
Especially about his sister in that situation. If anything's going to make you tear up.